So Dylan Raiola is your number one.
No, he's not.
Is there something higher than number one? Oh, he's so important he doesn't even have to be on the list.
Yeah. I can't believe how you asked BC that question.
I thought it
All
was.
right, let's cut through. Let's not beat around the bush.
Did you like that transition? He was talking about Bill Bush.
It was one of your better ones.
Thank you.
It was one of your better ones. It's almost like you're doing this a while now.
Usually I'm just like, BC, what do you think about?
Yeah, no good segue, but no, I'm serious. I would probably have him 4 or 5.
Well, so here's my argument against you.
Yeah.
Okay. Who'd you bring up? Deshaun Singleton?
Yeah. But even though this is the most long-winded, weird, nonsensical analogy ever.
Okay.
But I'm going to let you make it just so I can chew you up and spit you out.
That's fine.
So tread lightly.
Let's just not talk about the fact off air. You said it was a good point, but that's fair.
That's because I wanted you to bring it up on air so I could annihilate you.
Oh, so you're a liar.
Setting you up. No, I don't know. I'm going to entertain it. Maybe if you say it a little slower, I can comprehend it.
You need me to talk slow for you?
Okay.
Shane.
That's why I wish you were on that 360 mower out there. And you
that dude is just whipping around.
I would like to see you try it.
I 100% can't do that. I would fall off.
Yeah, I tried something like that a long time ago.
That mower would eat my arm. Those 0-turn deals like the deck ones freak me out a little bit.
Listen, I don't even do those anymore. I tried a Segway once and I'll never.
No, I'm not interested in that at all. That seems terrible.
Yep, didn't seem that hard when I first got on, but
you know the guy that invented a Segway died riding a Segway? That's a real story.
Wow, I almost did.
That's a real thing. So if like he can't even figure it out, like who am I?
It sounds like
he is whipping that thing.
He is.
And his partner in crime out there that's mowing, he's a big dude too. It's over here.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with those things. If I ever did like a riding, I'd do the tractor style. I'm not doing one of the deck deals.
Well, do you know I got a dude in my neighborhood with a riding mower? We don't even have any yards that big.
My yard's pretty good size. It's not like big enough that I need it, but it's big enough where I'm annoyed that I don't have one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like right in kind of that middle, I don't know, that middle ground.
Kind of where you live your life.
Yeah, you know me.
Maybe.
I never take a stance on anything.
Not this one, that's for sure.
One of the guys you brought up was Deshaun Singleton, right?
Of the top 24
of the guys you would put ahead of Raiola.
Yeah,
you put Deshaun Singleton.
Yes, I would.
Deshaun Singleton got hurt last year, right?
Yeah.
The defense was still pretty good last year, right?
Yeah.
Why did that happen? Why were they able to? No, I'm not. Why were they able to overcome it?
Easy.
Yeah.
They had Phelan Sanford and they had Omar Brown.
Okay. Going into last year, if you were told you had to rely, first of all, we weren't sure about Deshaun Singleton except for that Rule told us he was good, right?
Yeah.
We hadn't seen him play.
Yeah.
If you were going into last year and you're like, okay, this guy that Rule says can play, okay, let's trust Rule.
I don't see the relevance though, because I have new information.
We're not there yet.
My answer's still gonna be the same.
You have new information about Deshaun Singleton, right?
Yeah.
You don't have any information about the guys playing behind Deshaun Singleton.
Correct.
Same situation we were in with Omar Brown and Phelan Sanford last year.
But I knew Phelan Sanford and Omar Brown had played though, buddy.
Some.
Enough where it's more than what I'm dealing with this year.
For sure. But if Evan Cooper was able to develop Omar Brown and Phelan Sanford to the point where not only could you survive the loss of Deshaun Singleton, but they're in NFL camps.
Sure.
Why are we just assuming
I'm not
that level of development hasn't?
So my assumption,
okay,
this is where your style of questioning gets you in trouble. My level of assumption is significantly less than the one that you have about Dylan Raiola compared to what you saw behind him at the spring game. So if I just use just basic deductive reasoning and I look at the quarterback play in its totality in the spring game, I saw a guy that I clearly thought was the best, but I did not see a guy that I didn't feel was serviceable.
So your argument against Raiola.
Let me finish.
Okay.
So that's the quarterback spot. So your assumption of the prowess of where he belongs on that pecking order is based on, is it compared to the talent behind him, or like what are you basing that on? That's number one. That's question. That's what's the answer to that question?
What I'm basing it on?
Yeah, that it's top 3 or 4.
I'm basing it on what I project him to be.
Okay. Right. So let's fast forward.
Causing the gap between him and number 1 and number 2.
Yeah. Let's fast forward.
Okay.
Who is making a less of an assumption on the 3 guys that I said? Hill, Deshaun Singleton, or Isaac Gifford? Which one takes less of a leap of faith that they play well? Those three guys or your quarterback?
Those three guys.
Right. Now, let's see what happened behind them. Did you like how Harburg played?
In the spring, I did, yes.
Okay. Did you like how Danny Kalen played?
In the spring, yes.
Okay. Who were they completing all those long passes on in the spring game?
The defensive backs.
Okay. That's easily where I get my case made, that I'll take the secondary guys that I named ahead of the quarterback.
Let me make a different argument for you.
Okay. Are you going to move the goalpost, or is this?
No, I'm just
because what I would expect for you to say is, all right, that makes perfectly good sense. I'm glad you walked me through that exercise.
Yeah, well, that's a terrible radio show. Why would I do that?
Shane, once a week I say this, I'm going to really need you to get this guy.
Well, maybe.
Like what? Okay, what do you want to talk about now?
All right.
I really got to be careful in what I say
fine.
about that.
No,
So,
okay.
So I think there is a complicating factor with the defensive back play in the spring game. And that's the fact that almost none of their good defensive linemen were playing, or none of their top defensive linemen were playing.
Okay.
What's the best friend of a defensive back?
A good pass rush.
Good pass rush, right?
Yeah.
So Cam Lenhart's not playing.
Yeah.
Ty Robinson's not playing. Nash Outmarker's not playing.
You saw that last year because you saw Nebraska with all those sacks, or what?
Okay, but you think the second team is going to be better?
No, what I'm saying is if you're making that linear of a jump, you're still going against first and 1.5 year quarterbacks.
Okay.
And young wide receivers.
My point is, the defensive backs, it's harder to take in a vacuum when you know for a fact that basically none of your starters on D-line or pass rush or anything, because we saw, like, listen, I understand 32 sacks is not a bad number. Rule wants it at 40, right? You're knocking on that door. You're in the neighborhood. That's less than one extra sack a game.
Yeah.
Right? So you're
although what'd you have against Colorado? 10?
Like 8. So, yeah, that was disproportionate, but that's kind of how it always is.
Doesn't have to be.
It usually
and don't let data get in the way of a good made up discussion.
I mean, it's
almost a third of their sacks came in 2 games.
You're gonna make me look up how many sacks they had against Colorado.
It was for sure 8.
I think they had 8 against Colorado. Okay, but you saw
a quarter. That's not a third. 8 divided by 32 is 4.
Yeah,
4, 6, 8, 12.
Nope, not that one, Troy. Yogurt man.
You really don't like yogurt, do you?
No, I really don't. It's a consistency issue.
I'm telling you, put in your scrambled eggs.
Don't like it. Don't like the texture.
Human cheat code.
I've heard of people who put like cottage cheese in their scrambled eggs.
I do both.
I don't like
yogurt's easier for me to use with a fork.
I don't like cottage cheese
when I beat it. I don't either. I don't either. But you'll never know.
I mean, I'll know in my heart.
We'll just see where it goes.
Dude, you're too much.
In my somebody would have to.
This guy just said in my heart.
We simply
what a
can't
straight face. Oh no, in my heart. Oh my gosh.
I will. It's hard to get over. No, my point is, you saw guys that had the ability to put and listen. So you're talking about logical arguments here. We're going to pretend.
That's usually what I like to do.
Yeah,
pretty logical.
Yeah. So you were just going to pretend. We're just going to pretend like we all understand that sacks are the only measure of pressuring the quarterback.
No, I'm not.
How many times have we seen Nash back there pressure the quarterback, didn't finish with a sack, force him out of the pocket?
I'm well aware.
Okay.
Did you see some quarterbacks move out of the pocket on Saturday?
We sure did.
Okay. Or however many Saturdays ago that
whatever
was.
Day that was. That's fine.
They're
also wearing a green jersey. It's hard to tell.
That should be their advantage, though.
To the quarterback's advantage, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But here's the point, though.
Yeah.
If you're just logistically trying to make a case, I don't have to wish up best scenario near as much as I think you have to make for an offensive player in this system.
Oh, I don't know if that's true.
Okay. Pick it apart.
I like my
I'm here all day.
I like my offensive line.
Okay, more than you like your D-line?
No, I like them about the same.
Okay.
I think they're about the same.
Okay.
There's experienced pieces that I like. There's some young guys I need to step up.
How about experience between the position groups that we're talking about, the DBs versus the quarterback? Who has the advantage?
The DBs.
Okay.
Because they've
How about like proof of concept? Let's just go offense versus defense. Who has the advantage?
Defense is a better proof of concept.
Okay. All right.
So does that not mean they have more leeway
I'm here
on any individual?
I'm here all day.
Does that not mean the defense has more leeway on any individual?
Those guys are really, really good. And believe me, nobody, I won't say nobody, he has a ton of fans.
Yeah.
Like, Dylan's got a chance to be pretty special.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if I had to go out and I'm not going to play with Singleton or Gifford, I'd rather know, or Raiola, I'd rather know that Harburg is the backup right now. That's what I'm telling you.
So you're also making an assumption that what we saw in the spring game from Harburg is real and what we saw last year is gone.
I also know that the fact is that he won 5 games last year.
He did win 5 games last year, and that's all.